Hey, it's Conor Cunneen, IrishmanSpeaks, providing you with some more simple tips, tricks and techniques on adding humour, adding relevant humour to your presentation. And I'm doing that while out walking the land. I really enjoy doing podcasts and chatting to the podcast hosts about this topic of adding humour to your presentation. One of my core concepts is that you can add humour to your presentation by adopting the LAUGH acronym. That's right, LAUGH, L-A-U-G-H. In the following clips, you will see how I propose that the L in the LAUGH acronym, which stands for listen, can provide really powerful, humorous material to add to your business presentation or sales call in a relevant manner. Enjoy.
So if you're doing a presentation to a group, what I suggest to people is that make your serious point. One of the ways to reinforce it is then by putting a little bit of humor related to that serious point, and then even follow up for them by saying, by the way, that humor, as you can appreciate, is reinforcing the key point I made, that you've got to be able to work with your team to be able to build a great organization, things like that.
Sounds good. So now that we've made that, I think, important distinction between humor and comedy, what are some additional techniques you can use or that our listeners can use to create and deliver relevant humor within their presentations?
Right. Best way I can answer that, Mike, I'll ask you a question and then we'll respond and walk through the answer that I believe you're going to give me. So, Mike, if I say something that I believe is funny, what is it? I'm looking for a 5-letter word. What is it that you are likely to do if I say something that is funny?
Probably going to laugh, maybe.
Laugh. Very good. This man is good. This man is good. Okay. Laugh is actually one of the acronyms I use to get across my humor toolkit. And LAUGH is an acronym for 5 concepts that you adopt and adapt will help you to consistently add the relevant humor to your presentation. So we can go briefly through it. In the LAUGH acronym, L is about listen and capture. And Mike, researchers suggest that adults laugh about 15 to 20 times a day. The average adult laughs about 15 to 20 times a day. Now, I know that your listeners are more above average, so they're laughing more than 15 to 20 times a day, okay?
They are, yep.
But what is interesting, though, is that we don't really remember what we laughed about or what we smiled about. And maybe, now, I'm not talking about, when I'm talking about laugh here, I'm talking about just a chuckle or a smile, that it gets the endorphins going in the brain a little bit. But we do that maybe 15, 20 times a day. We don't pay attention to it. But if you consider what made you laugh over the last week, the things that probably made you laugh and others around you, most was not jokes. It was anecdotes, stories, quips, comments, etc. that you made or that you heard. And what I'm suggesting to my listeners and to my people when I'm there in my audience and I'm presenting is that listen to what you said to put a smile on. Listen and record what made you smile when someone else said it, put it into your iPhone and record it. And over a period of time, what you do is you develop a bank of humorous little anecdotes, quips, or comments that sometime, somewhere, maybe you might be able to use. But the fact is that if you don't record them and if you don't listen initially, there's no chance of you remembering it. So we live in an environment where we do smile a reasonable amount of time or laugh a reasonable amount of time. Capture those instances and it will help you to add humor to your presentation. So that's the first element of the LAUGH acronym. Listen.